Oh, guys, so let's talk about this for 1 minute. This has been running through my mind for the past few weeks now, and matter of fact, for about a couple episodes. So, Star Wars Rebels has been renewed for a new season. Matter of fact, it was renewed a few days ago, and I was going to do a video talking about that, but let's talk about the renewal for the season for the show. Congratulations. With that being said, let's move on. Let's talk about Star Wars Rebels in general. As you clearly see, I have not been doing reviews as I did season 1. Reason being is, I'll give you my reason, is I think season 2 has not been good as season 1. Story-wise, there's some episodes that I've skipped. I was one episode where it was Ezra. It was just a regular episode. Even it was the episode about that chick name I forgot. Who's on the Ghost too, but she had a sister episode with her and her, I guess, her sister, and I didn't want to review that. I thought that episode was pretty boring. I lost most of these episodes. They've been having like filler episodes, have not been crucial to the story of the main story going on. I don't know if it's that because they just don't want to do it or something else. Because the funny thing, Greg Weisman wrote season 1. And when you watch season 1, you could tell he wrote season 1 because the overarching stories, how good it was, the pacing, just the story progression of the characters, it's there. Whereas season 2, you didn't really have to worry too much about that. But season 2, there's no overarching story. The Inquisitors are the main villains, which we all thought Darth Vader was going to be the main villain, not the Inquisitors. And it's been a weird mixed bag with Star Wars Rebels this past season. You know, this past episode they just aired, episode 9, or was it? I think it was 9. They had an episode where these kids are the new, I guess the new Padawans per se, similar to Ezra, trying to become the next, make them become Jedi's down the road. And it was, I guess this was centered, I don't know. Now, they did have continuation from this episode in the next one, because at the end, Ezra said where the secret location was, and one of the droids that the Inquisitors had picked it up, and we're probably going to see that next episode. Or excuse me, maybe 2 episodes down the road, because they won't follow it up. Usually they don't follow up with the episodes. Compared to the last season, they usually follow up. Something big like that happened last season, they follow up. They were like, no, we're not going to skip it, we're going to continue it because we know y'all want to know what happened. Hopefully they do that, but the way it ended, it seemed like they may not continue it next week. They might continue it a week from now. So I don't know, 2 episodes down the road, which it's not a big problem with me, but they constantly do that all the time, and we're like, okay, whatever. The Inquisitors haven't made appearances for episode 6 or 7, and they've been gone for like 3 or 4 episodes down the road, and I'm like, that's a little bit too long for not showing the main antagonist of the season. I mean, even the Inquisitor himself, he had a lot of appearance in the show, and even if he did it, you still felt his presence. He still made an appearance where it felt like, okay, he made like 4 or 5 appearances. These Inquisitors only made about 3, and we're at episode 9 already. Then Agent Callus this season has been a non-factor. He pretty much haven't really done that much this season compared to the last season, because in the last season, not only was he almost in every episode, but he did something. In this season, he's in every episode, but he doesn't do anything. There's one episode that one of the other commanders of the Empire took on Ezra and the rebels. Agent Callus come at the end of the episode, and sees the other commanders on space pod because their ship got blown up because they have a gravity force field and it backfired on them. And Agent Callus is like, hey, do you need help? And we don't see him throughout the whole episode. He makes one appearance and he's done. I'm like, what the hell is going on with that? So I'm like, they really don't follow up on a lot of that stuff. Which, like I said, it's not a problem, but then again, it comes an issue with the show, because the thing what drew me into this show was the overarching stories. And if you constantly do these 1.5 episodes where it's not to the story, just one of these one-offs, like, I hate to say, Ultimate Spider-Man, Avengers Assemble, then I'm not going to really watch the show. And I see a lot of people now starting to say that Clone Wars was better, and looking back at it, it looks like it might be, because at least for Clone Wars, the overarching story, They matter. Like, they had a whole season of the clones dedicated to the clones themselves, and it was like almost 5 or 6 episodes dedicated to them. That's fucking dedication to clones, not Jedi, but fucking clones. They all sound and look the same, and they had development. With that being said, guys, that's just my little nitpick on on Star Wars Rebels per se. Do you agree with me that Star Wars Rebels hasn't been that good as season 1, or you think Star Wars Rebels is still good? I mean, comment below, let me know. I may be wrong, but to me, I think it hasn't been as good as season 1. It could be better, but they just really haven't tried. As always, guys, peace. Have a good day. Let me know down below what you guys think, and I'll talk to you later.